Ooh, live.
Because we are live. Then.
Not too much. This is exciting. Our first really live show.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you want to start it? You want to go showing what you have first, or do we want to go to me?
Give me 1 second. I just want to pull up the actual stream on my phone so I can, in case there's any comments at all. I just want to be able to see it.
Cool. That's fine.
Nothing as of yet. Yeah, if you want to go first, tell me what you got.
Okay, so first, should we wait for people to come on so they can guess, or should we just open them up? Do you say nope?
No, I think we should be good. Whatever, bro.
Okay, cool. So we have this box right here. I didn't open one of these boxes, so I literally don't know what's in each box. Well, I know what's in each box, but I don't know which box is which. So yeah, this will be a surprise for me too. So, this is good. Ooh, okay. That made me nervous. I think I cut a little too deep. No, I think yeah, okay. Ooh, okay, yeah, I'm good, but that was really close. Okay. Heck yeah. So the first two books, Lazarus and Superman Action Comics. Chemi, you were so close. Like literally, you almost had 3 of them, which was like, holy crap. Like I kept being like, dude, we gotta tell him to stop commenting. He's gonna ruin it. Then we got Nailbiter. Oh, I'm so excited to keep reading this dude. Joshua Williamson is amazing. And yeah, he writes Flash. Ooh, I'm collecting his Flash right now. It's really great. It's really great. And then in this box right here. Shoot. No, cut towards me. That's not good. We got a book that I'm really excited to read because I love the first part of it, like, so much. That's going to be Wolverine Goes to Hell by Jason Aaron. I mean, I love Jason Aaron, and I loved his first Wolverine omnibus, and I also loved Wolverine and the X-Men. Like, that was one of the first omnibus I ever read, so I'm really excited to dig into this, too.
You own both of them, right?
Yeah. What was that? Yeah, I own both of them. Yeah, so this is going to complete the trilogy, if that's kind of what it is. It's not – I know the first one and this one are super connected, but I don't think Wolverine and the X-Men is too connected to it. I feel like it's its own separate thing. But I don't know. I'm excited to read it, and then I'll probably go back and read them all together just because I like them so much. But yeah, and what did you get?
Well, first of all, I want to say that I'm really excited to eventually get Wolverine Goes to Hell. I just need to find Wolverine by Jason Aaron first. So, first off, I got a really fat trade.
You're kind of breaking up a little. I can't really hear you.
Oh, maybe I just need to talk louder.
Yeah. That was good. Yeah.
Almost looks like the size of a Marvel Epic, but really it's Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep by Philip K. Dick. Yeah. I thought it was a Vaughn for a second.
Oh, that's a comic.
I've heard nothing but good things.
That's a comic?
That is a comic. So
that's really interesting.
And I guess it's like the inspiration behind Blade Runner. I don't know much about it, but
yeah,
friend said it was good.
That's actually really cool. I've never heard of that book before.
And I got a very beloved Vertigo series you probably heard about. Little title by
Oh, dude, I love Sweet Tooth. I'm gonna start reading that again because I kind of dropped off, but I love Jeff Lemire, and whatever has Sweet Tooth is so great. I need to jump back into it, man. I'm so excited you got that. That's such a good read.
Never read it, but the few Lemire books I have read, I love Old Man Logan.
Old Man Logan's another good one.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've definitely read more by him. I just can't think about it. Teen Titans Earth 1, wasn't that great, but
Was it not that great? I heard people said it wasn't great, but I was like, how is it not great? It's Jeff Lemire. So I don't know.
take on the Teen Titans. So I guess it's a little jarring for someone that's so used to a certain type of Titan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Family game night.
I'm actually really excited to see what's on Dust Jackets because I actually don't know. Usually I look it up, but I didn't this time.
Of what?
What's underneath the Dust Jackets? It's always a nice little surprise. Oh, that's a really cool dust jacket. I actually really like that. I mean, I saw that before in the group, but it looked kind of weird. But I think it looks way better in person.
Yeah, I think it's really nice.
Yeah, I mean the back art's a little weird, but I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. That's really cool. Oh, is this Schism? Is Schism included in this? That's really cool. I think Schism. Yeah, X-Men Schism. That's really cool. I did not know that was collected in there. Actually, I always wanted to read that because that's like I think that's when Wolverine and X-Men starts. So that's really cool.
You gonna make any matching dust jackets for them or anything so that it looks better on the shelf with the other two?
I'm not sure. I thought about it, but I thought it'd be a lot of work. But like it's work I'd be willing to do, but I don't think I mind it enough to change it. I don't know. If I did, I would change all of them to black with dark red. I think that'd be really cool for all of them to match like that. But I don't know. I'd make them all. Did you see the custom Claremont I did?
No.
I'd make. Oh no, it was all black and it had a maroon spine. So I think I'd just try and make all of them like that.
That's really cool. Send me pictures of those like after we get off because that sounds really cool.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have anything else to show?
Not really. Nothing that I haven't talked about. I mean, this might have been closest thing to something hard to find that I got. It's Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 7. And the more I think about it, it's really hard to find Ultimate Spider-Man oversized covers at a good
Yeah,
price.
I heard about that. Yeah, I heard it was really hard to collect. That's why I didn't even try because it's just really hard to find.
It's hard to find at a good price and in good condition. Like I paid $50 to some third party on Amazon for it, and then they came in a box with absolutely no protection. And then I had to really bother them a lot to get even a slight refund because the dust jacket's all messed up. It's not pretty.
Oh yeah.
So I was thinking of having them bound.
Oh really? That'd be really cool.
Yeah, the first omnibus that over here collects volumes 1 through 3, and there's 12 volumes in total, so I can just make 3 more 3-volume omnibus.
That's so weird how Marvel doesn't continue those omnibus. Like, I can't imagine it not selling good because it went out of print. So that's like really weird that they wouldn't just jump on that.
They only do that for things written by Bendis. Only things that'll make them money.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I love this artist on Nailbiter. They're so good. Mike Henderson. Gosh dang.
I feel like Nailbiter is I read the first trade. I didn't continue when I realized that there were that many trades because the concept just strikes me as something that should be like a one and done kind of story, not something that continues for a long time. So I just felt like it might get over really fast.
Well, I read the first hardcover and I thought it went on just fine, and there was a cliffhanger that I was super interested to figure out. So you might be right. It might feel stretched on, but so far it hasn't. So I'm excited. This will probably take me like a day. Just the first one took me a day because I just didn't want to put it down.
Have you read anything else lately?
No. I've been reading Deadpool by Daniel Way, which is a lot better than what I thought it would be, and it was a lot different. It's not very word heavy. It's very picture heavy. The artist gets a lot of credit on that book for it being good.
Is it you said Daniel Way?
Yeah, Daniel Way, the new one that came out.
Yeah, I have that in the complete collections. I just haven't read it yet because Deadpool by Duggan, I don't know how to say his name. Deadpool really annoys me in comic books and his own comic books
Yeah.
I feel like he's better in small doses, like in team books.
Yeah. This is my first Deadpool book, so I wouldn't know. But so far, he hasn't bugged me. Like I think it's very interesting how he does like the different personalities inside his head. I think that's very interesting. So I'm excited. And then after that, I'm gonna read Dugan's run. So I don't know. I'm pretty excited.
Are you gonna get the Dugan omnibus?
No, I have the Dugan omnibus. Yeah.
Oh damn! I was gonna say I'll sell you mine.
You didn't like it at all?
No, I don't think I can't see myself reading it again, and I'll probably get rid of it for like $20. I know it's not worth much.
Yeah, they sold for. I got mine for $35. I think it was. I got mine for
book.
What was that?
HamiltonBook.com.
No, I think I got it. I think I got it off the group actually. I think I got it in a bundle with The Longest Night Absolute for like. I think it was like $80 altogether.
Okay.
Yeah. Which The Longest, I mean, it wasn't The Longest Night. It was The Long Halloween. Yeah, that's a really good book.
Have you read that yet?
Yeah, I read that, and then I have to continue the book that you sent me. Yeah, The Second Absolute. I'm not really excited to start it, but I'm currently reading through some things. Like I kind of have it planned out what I'm going to read next. So when I get after that, then I'll go jump onto that.
I can't think about it yet. I buy things I know that I'm gonna want to read, and then when I have spare time, I look at my shelf and say, okay, what's next?
Yeah, and so like I usually don't plan it. It's just like I wanted to read all these books. I'm like, okay, I gotta figure out a system really quick. But like if I get bored through half of one book, I'll jump onto another book. I'm not super strict about it.
Finishing.
Yeah.
Life is too short to spend too much time on, especially on these huge books that end up being boring.
Yeah, and there's like 5 or 6 books I'm like halfway through, and then I like Darth Vader. I only got halfway through. Even though it was amazing, I just kind of got a little bored of it. Even though it's like super fun, I just it lost me for a second. So I decided to read something else real quick, and a couple other books like that.
Is that Darth Vader by Gillen?
Yeah, Gillen, he's a really good writer. So I'm really excited to start his Uncanny X-Men.
I bet you are.
Don't be salty about it.
You cheated me out of those.
Yeah, I read a little bit on Marvel Unlimited. That's why I really wanted it, because I read the first 5 issues and I thought it was interesting. I didn't think it was like groundbreaking, at least not what I read, but like the writing style is really good. So, and like the team's pretty cool, so I'm interested in that.
Who's on the team?
Cyclops is the leader, and he's starting to get darker. And then you got Emma Frost, and then Namor, Storm. That's all I can think of right now. But I know there's more people, and it's a very interesting team. It's a darker team, and like there's more drama on it. And I think that. Oh, and the panic room, the safe room that turned into a woman. Yeah, she's in that, and I read her in Astonishing X-Men, and I'm like, whoa, she's gonna be on the team. So I'm excited to see that. So.
I picked up Astonishing X-Men. I've had it a couple weeks now, but I picked it up to read, and within like the first 5 pages, the ending of New X-Men got spoiled for me, which happens all too often. So I started to read all new, not all New X-Men, just New X-Men by Grant Morrison.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Have you read that yet?
No. I tried. I read Multiversity, and it was really hard to get through. So I'm not sure if Grant Morrison's a writer I can keep reading, but I'm interested in that book.
It's nothing like Multiversity. It's nothing like Batman. It might have been Marvel that like kept them on check, but it's a very toned down.
Really?
I really enjoy it. It's I don't really feel like he's intentionally trying to mess with your head, trying to mislead you or anything. So yeah, if you didn't like Multiversity, there's a chance that you'll really like New X-Men.
Well, I definitely want to give it a try because I really want to build my X-Men shelf. I almost have a complete shelf of just X-Men, but if I can, I'd want like 2 full shelves of X-Men, but I would never try to get the whole thing. It just, because I didn't like X-Men, and then I started reading X-Men, and I was like, oh, they're actually pretty cool. And I'm really getting into it now, and it's kind of my main focus right now, which is really surprising knowing who I was back then. I was like only Avengers. So I'm excited to keep reading on this path that I'm currently on right now.
Yeah, I'm filling out like all the 2000s, like the Matt Fraction events with Utopia and Second Coming, all of that. Mm-hmm. But I'm getting it all in paperbacks just because all the hardcovers are out of print. There's like no point in me spending that much money on.
Yeah, and I really like Fraction, but I didn't like his Hawkeye, and people say they don't like his X-Men. So like
Really?
I've wanted to jump into it, but I'm just a little hesitant because I'm like, I know he can do good, but I'm just worried that maybe this might not be his best point. But like, I'm still excited to, I don't know, maybe give it a shot. I'll probably get like a free preview to see like if I like where it's going. But
I mean, if you have Marvel Unlimited, you could probably try it out on there. I realized yesterday that his 3 complete collections are out of print.
oh really?
Yeah, they're not super expensive, but they are out of print. And my comic book store actually had 2 of them, so now I'm to get number 3.
Oh, I actually didn't know that. That's cool.
It's just a random complete collection. I guess nobody cares about Fractions run, so.
Yeah, that's weird. That's out of print because like a lot of people said that it wasn't like the worst X-Men, like the worst X-Men that's ever happened, but like it was just kind of a dull point. I don't know. I'd still want to read it. I'll give Fraction a chance.
I'm still very new to X-Men, but
yeah, I'm still very new to X-Men too. Yeah,
I read the first Claremont Omnibus, and I enjoyed it, but I just don't think the Bronze Age is something that I'm too crazy about. I'm not gonna give up on it. I just needed to take a break and read something more modern. And hopefully, eventually, I'll get back to Volume 2.
I mean, that used to be me. I used to be like Bronze, not at all, but I'm starting to. I don't know, really want to read it because like it has a certain feeling that's really cool. So I'm gonna start reading Wolverine by Claremont, and if I can get into that, then I'm definitely gonna buy the Uncanny X-Men. So, like that's actually on my like to buy list because everybody says it's the best, and if I'm gonna read old, that's kind of where I'm gonna head towards. But I would never read anything by like Stan Lee just because I tried, and it's just like wow, like this is real.
I actually picked up that first complete not epic collection, Children of the Atom. I guess it was like super out of print, and I saw it just like randomly. An epic collection caught my eye, and I was like, no way. It goes for like $90 on eBay. I got it for 20% off cover price. So I'll probably never own the omnibus unless it is printed. So it's gonna be cool to just family stuff.
Yeah, and like especially old Cosmic, that's like another. Like I do want to read some old, but there's no way I'd go old DC for sure. And there's a couple old things that like, and maybe that'll change. What was that?
The Jim Starlin Cosmic stuff.
Yeah, Jim Starlin Cosmic stuff like Infinity Gauntlet, Infinity War, stuff like that.
Julio Jimenez said New X-Men by Morrison is probably the most accessible of his work. So
really?
That tells you that you'll probably end up liking it.
If he's read it, what do you think about Animal Man? Because that was one that I wanted to jump into for a while, and I never did. But like, that's what people say is amazing, and if I can find that for a good price, I would also want to pick that up.
And he also said that Fractions Uncanny X-Men is very good, but the art by Dodson and Greg Land is very hard to swallow.
Maybe that's what it is, because I know people don't like Greg Land like at all, which at first I didn't get, and then people started explaining why, like how he traces off of really yucky stuff.
Off like Playboy magazines and all.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, okay, now I get it. And like I didn't like how he drew women before that. I wasn't like, but like I was like, that's how all women are drawn, unfortunately. But then they explained that he's actually tracing off those things, and I was like, oh, okay, then I really don't like it. And they're right; his faces do look a little off, but I haven't read enough of it to really have super big of an opinion. So he's not like my least favorite, but yeah.
I haven't read any, but this is gonna be my first read through. I'm actually like a little overwhelmed by everything that was going on in like the mid 2000s, X-Men and all the crossovers with Dark Avengers and Utopia and all that.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of it I'm gonna end up reading it on Marvel Unlimited and then just picking up whatever I think is interesting.
Yeah,
I'm really intrigued by all the Second Coming, all that good stuff.
Yeah, and like for me, it's kind of weird. Like usually people say they're like overwhelmed, but like one of my first Avengers reads was Avengers Time Runs Out, the series that comes after Hickman's Avengers run. So I'm one of those types of people that I don't really need to understand what's going on. I like it when it goes crazy and I'm like trying to figure it out. but like it at least has to have something I can latch onto, which is what I didn't like about Morrison's. It was all about the substance, but with like Hickman, Avengers Time Runs Out, it's been building to this, but there's still things I could latch onto as like a new reader. So it always intrigues me to just throw myself into something and then go back and read it and be like, whoa, that's what that means. And you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind reading out of order. Like if I have to read one of the best examples I can think of is when DC did Forever Evil.
Oh yeah.
I read Forever Evil before anything, and then it wasn't until a year later that I went back and read Justice League from the beginning, and read Trinity War and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I still enjoy it because I can see the pieces coming together a little better in my head. When I know the outcome, like, oh, that's why he did this. That's why he's doing that. So,
yeah.
I don't know. One book at a time.
Yeah, for sure.
You read anything else?
No, I'm good if you're good.
Well, this is for our first live broadcast, learning experience. Definitely.
Yeah.
Kind of freaked out. I wasn't sure what I was doing at first, but thank you to whoever tuned in.
Yeah, thanks. And, if you watch this later and we'll just go off of whoever, I think it was Chemi. So we'll just give Chemi the free pop.
If Chemi watches this.
Yeah.
So, wherever you're at, dude.
Yeah. But he has to watch till the end. Nobody tell him that he won it. And then eventually he'll message us and be like, whoa, I won. Because he was the only one that tried to guess. So we'll be doing this. Well, at least I would like to, because I have some really exciting things that I'm going to try to get. So when I get that, I'll open it live. I've always loved live unboxings. So yeah. Okay, awesome. Thanks for watching, guys.
All right. Peace.